I only mildly pay attention to the MrBeast discourse. When he made that video where he helped people pay off for a procedure that would cure their blindness, I did agree with the argument that the video really did point out a fundamental flaw in this country where seeking treatment for one's eye health has to fall into the lap of a philanthropist YouTuber rather than that being covered by healthcare. What he did was no doubt good. I have no problems with the video itself. I just think the video sheds a spotlight on how much this country does not give a fuck at all about the health of its citizens. And it's so frustrating that seemingly every single fucking time someone makes this point, someone else shoots it down with, "You're just mad that MrBeast does good things." Like, no, I'm not. And by the way, the act of philanthropy alone does not always make someone a good person, but I digress. Why am I making a video about MrBeast today? Well, he made another video that sparked quite a bit of discourse where he gives kids in Africa shoes. And people on Twitter have been calling him out for his intentions not being as noble as he likes to portray, because he's a multi-millionaire. He is the biggest YouTuber in history. He has a fast food chain. He has all this merchandise. He's making a profit off of all of these philanthropy videos. Now, me personally, I can't speak to the intentions of MrBeast because I don't know the guy, and I don't really watch his videos all that much because they were never for me, so I don't really know much about the guy. And MrBeast has been clapping back towards these people on Twitter, and I take a little bit of issue with that. Here's one tweet. People praising things like this, like good guy MrBeast, ignore the reality that he makes a profit from these types of videos. This isn't really charity. And then MrBeast responds with, "No hate, you probably haven't seen this channel, but it is actually a charity, and I obviously don't profit from it. 100% of all the revenue from MrBeast Philanthropy goes towards running my food banks and helping erase human suffering. And since inception, I've personally put in millions into Beast Philanthropy. That's the whole point. Make content around helping people to generate more money to help more people." On the surface, his response is solid, but the person he's responding to only has, let me take a look, 169 followers. Meanwhile, he is quite literally the biggest YouTuber in existence with over 100 million subscribers. Does anyone else not see the problem in that? Like, who gives a fuck what some rando on Twitter says about you when you have that massive of a platform? The post he was responding to was a quote retweet of another tweet, which means he was either browsing the quote tweets of that tweet to find a tweet to respond to, or he was name searching himself. Because I don't think he just ran into a negative tweet from someone who only has 169 followers from just happenstance. This isn't the only time he did this either. Here's another tweet. "Yeah, because that's why your net worth is over 100 million and you dick suck Elon Musk. That's why you tweeted weirdly about your chocolate and why you own a fast food chain. This is all such a scam. No activist would start a fast food chain to bring change." And then MrBeast replies with, "I started Beast Burger during COVID because restaurants were struggling, and I wanted to give them a way to earn extra money. Countless restaurants were close to going under, and the extra revenue generated off selling Beast Burgers helped them stay afloat until after lockdown. I've also never made a penny off it. We just reinvest the revenue into ads to help restaurants make more money." Now, again, on the surface, I don't really have much of a problem with MrBeast's response, but the person he's responding to is someone that only has 116 followers on Twitter. I don't see the need to use your massive platform against people who have less than 200 followers on Twitter. Like, who gives a fuck what these people think? You have over 100 million subscribers on YouTube. Your videos get 100 million views a pop. The positivity fucking tsunamis the hate. I say just focus on doing the philanthropy and let people come to their own conclusions. Were these two people with hardly any following whatsoever really that influential? Were they gonna sway that many people away from you? Look, maybe your intentions were good. I don't know. Maybe you just wanted to set the record straight with them. But you responding to these negative tweets about you, made by people with only like 100 followers, is only gonna end up with those people getting fucking dogpiled. world. And you may say, well, they were asking for it, talk shit, get hit. They deserve harassment from an enormous YouTuber's fan base for writing one negative tweet about said YouTuber that would have garnered probably zero fucking engagement had MrBeast not responded to these tweets. I think it's incredibly petty when you're a YouTuber that huge and you feel the need to go after people with little to no following because they dared say something mean about you. They don't get a fair chance to defend themselves because your following completely eclipses theirs, and I think it's incredibly irresponsible to use your massive platform to clap back at people who don't have any platform of their own, or a platform that is nowhere near comparable to yours. There is no reason in the world as to why MrBeast should have cared what the fuck these people thought, because again, what influence do they have? You're the one that's the top dog, picking on the little guys, and sure, your tweets may have been civil towards these people, but your fan base sure as fuck isn't. Your fan base is made up of millions of impressionable people who will stop at nothing to dogpile someone who dares criticize their favorite YouTuber. Just brush off what these people think, and be more responsible with your enormous platform. That's all I have to say. Bye-bye.